Is the first to talk. Welcome.
Hey,
Hi.
howdy,
Good
partners.
morning, everybody. Good morning.
We're all,
Let me get the
we're all.
things while you guys.
All I'm
So,
saying
what
is,
episode? What anime? Does anybody know a good anime that we can watch while we're waiting? Well, not while we're waiting, but do you recommend any?
Did you just transfer that so I can
No,
talk
because
about
I can
Wonder
say the
Egg
name of the. I know.
Wonder Egg Priority.
Wonder
Everyone
Egg.
should be watching Wonder Egg Priority. I don't want to. I feel like if I get started on this tangent, I'm just gonna go off on like an entire rant about how awesome that show
See,
is.
this is when I need your tangent. I need to set up and do the thingy. You know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, she's setting up. All right. So just coming in right out of the gate hard. Everyone should be watching Wonder Egg Priority this season. It's incredible. It's tackling some very, very topical subject matter when it comes to like bullying in schools and how the has adverse effect on people. So it has a very interesting, compelling, and just immersive story. I don't know how to describe it. It's just really well told. It has a really great tone, and it just.
I heard it was like great. Madoka Magica. Is that right?
I would say there is some apt comparison to Madoka. It's not one for one. Madoka kind of had like kind of a gotcha moment in like episode 3 where you kind of feel like the entire series shift into high gear. This one, it's about halfway through the first episode that you kind of get, oh, that's what we're covering in this show. And but a lot of like the description of like it has sort of an abstract feel to it. A lot of the story, this isn't really a spoiler, a lot of the story happens in dreams. So there's a lot of like kind of surrealist elements going on in a lot of it. But you know, it has some amazing, really cute character designs. So that's like, you know, the first kind of thing. It's like, oh, cute characters. Should I watch this? They're great written characters. They're excellently written. This is through episode 6 for the record. For all I know, it's going to tank hard in the last half, right. Which after watching Sweet Home, I know is incredibly possible.
This is anime only, right? Like there's no source, there's no manga. Is that what you just said?
There is no manga. It's completely original. It's really weird because like the intro actually has some live action segments, which is really kind of unusual. It's mostly just like live action world shots, you know, like establishing stuff. But I find like there's a really surrealist element to this story, and it's just I've been adoring it all the way through. And I thought that like because when you get to what the heavy subject matter is at hand, you think, oh, it's going to be kind of a somber, quiet story, and it kind of is, but it keeps a lot of levity going throughout its entire runtime, and it's really appreciated. I cannot stop saying how much I adore this show so far. And this is before even getting to the animation, which I was just gushing about to everyone here. The animation in the show is movie quality to the nth degree, and they've kept it at that quality for 6 episodes straight. Like, again, I don't know if it's going to tank after this, but like, this is so impressive.
You can tell we've been burned by anime before, where you're like, I really wanted to stay good. You just like every 2 seconds was like, we don't know what it's going to be like yet, but it's amazing. But we don't know what it's going to be like yet. You almost want to cover your ass, you know.
Most recent ass for me is Sweet Home from it's just the live action Netflix adaptation of Sweet Home, where halfway through they introduce this entire subplot that completely hijacks the entire story just so they can get a second season out of it. And I'm like, guys, you could have just added 2 more episodes to this season and you could have done the entire story of the comic in one go and still had room for spin-offs. Like, I don't...
Especially because it's Netflix, and like they cancel their shows on the drop of a hat. So it's like, I don't know, if I was doing a Netflix, I wouldn't risk like trying to get a second season.
Hey, remember how they
renewed Dragon Prince for 7 seasons because they pissed off the Avatar people?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, they pissed off the what happened with the Avatar people? That's right. They
were doing that like live action Avatar thing, and then the creators left, and then in order to stay in their good graces, they renewed that crap show for 7 seasons, which is like the longest Netflix show now because it's gonna pass.
Why?
I don't know. Like they wanted, I guess, like I mean, Avatar stayed in the top 10 on Netflix for the longest time twice. Like Avatar is like pretty important to Netflix.
You can't beat me.
Yeah.
They probably already bought the rights to the new movie, right? Is there gonna be a new movie?
Well, it's not a new movie; it's a series.
Oh, serious? Yeah, something.
They're
new.
referring
It's
to
live
the
action.
I
last
don't know Netflix.
Airbender.
Shut up.
Yeah.
They're referring
I mean,
to the Last Airbender, not the blue people.
yes.
Well,
yes,
yeah,
the
I know.
last
I know that.
We're, yeah.
At least I know that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, we're never gonna get to see M. Night Shyamalan's version of the Blind Bandit fight.
Oh no. Anyway,
We will. We will see something more in that universe from Netflix.
God, M. Night Shyamalan confounds me because he has made several of my favorite movies.
Two exceptionally good movies, and like
my personal favorite of all time. Like Unbreakable is my favorite film of all time. So like when I was like, oh, he's making Avatar: The Last Airbender into a film, I'm so hyped. I can't wait. And then I went to see it on like my first real actual date. I went to see that.
and you walked
No
out.
wonder
I
she
would
left.
walk out.
Was it good for you too?
The upside to that is that it was basically her uncle worked at that theater, so we got in for free. So we did a double feature where after that, thank God, we went to go see Predators, which was awesome.
nice.
How old were you?
And she took away from
16.
that date that you were a terrible predator.
Well, that's what I was
No.
trying to find out how old he
No.
was.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
no, but yeah, at that point, I think she was actually because there were some warning signs that as a teenager I didn't see. She invited a friend along, and I kind of get the feeling she was more on a date with her friend than she was with me.
Oh, you beard, you.
Oh man.
I think I got bearded,
Or-
and I just
You got bearded.
Or respectfully, she didn't feel safe or didn't know you. I don't know.
no. The weird thing is, we got together on a flight over to Germany. We spent literally like 9 hours next to each other. So if she didn't feel safe with me after that, I would probably have wanted to know why.
There's not much you can do on an airplane with, 100.
Yeah, what's she gonna do?
200
Jump
people.
out?
Yeah.
You can open up the door and be like, "We're going jumping, boys." Just everyone gets sucked out.
I'm about to do what's called a pro gamer move.
Yeah, it's like that one meme where it's like me when I open up the door to let a new breeze in because it's hot inside, and then it's like everyone else on the airplane, and it's like a surprise.
Well,
Okay,
thanks to
guys.
her, I got back into Sailor Moon, so that was nice.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We're ready to get into some Rwby now. Getting people to come in here, taking a couple minutes. Everyone's here. Everyone and Ninja.
Oh,
I was gonna just not say anything because
That's
until I talk, you are a liar. That
Yeah.
I am here.
That's why I put you. That's why I put you against the black. Like, just we don't know. Is that? Oh, what is it? Is it?
We
A
got
ninja?
we got the whole team here. And
yeah. and the janitor in the chair.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so the plan, which never fucking happens, but whatever, okay, because that's how we do, is to talk about both episodes. So I'm not gonna sit here and worry about we're not going in order. Just throw it at us, people. Throw the questions, throw the things, all the Rwby stuffs. We're here for you. 'Cause
I
we
have a
love
question.
you. Is it about Rwby?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What was the last episode?
Oh, you
8?
little goldfish.
Nine.
I have a
you.
question.
Such
Why
a
are we
goldfish, I
here?
swear. What
The
happened last
last
night? The witch.
episode.
Fucking Salem went ham on Hazel.
No, sorry, I didn't mean the last episode. You mentioned we were doing 2. The
Oh,
one
yeah.
before
Oh,
that
the one
was
before
Nora
that.
going crazy, right? That was the horror film.
And we
yeah,
found
I
out
remember.
Yeah.
it was false Adam.
It was the Venom episode.
Yeah.
Venom.
yes.
Sorry, you've now lost monetization.
Oh God, no! Eminem's gonna get us. Venom.
Venom.
10 Rwby tubers. Eminem is too afraid to diss.
Yeah. Knock knock. Let the devil in.
First, let's say hi, Dora. What's up, girl? We got our
The
mouse.
Explorer?
Broxman. Don't yell at me for not saying that right. Bessie. All Star. What's up? Haven't seen you in a while. I'm not saying that name. I know who you are, Star. Titania.
Oh,
I like to say the first when it fills up. I'd like to say all those names and then we continue.
or
We're
I'm at-
observers here, guys. Put your clothes on. I'm here. Hi, Dashy. CJ Black.
Oh,
how you doing, man? Master
Rooster
Carver.
Teeth are currently doing
Bessie
Let's
again.
Play of Little Nightmares 2.
And let's and I already said everybody else. And it's not like I was talking or anything, Ninja. God, you and me, we're gonna talk after helping Fatman with the fucking audio. Anyway, so yeah, Rwby times. I already got a question here, or a master. How come Hazel is better dust user than Weiss?
Because Hazel sees it as like drugs that he needs to inject himself with. Right. He has an addiction, and Weiss just doesn't care about like her weapon because she drops it all the time, and all she does is like
summon.
Oh no! Yeah, she's like, fuck this.
Nah, you think Weiss is getting worse? I heard
no,
not worse.
I heard people say she's not as good as like the last couple volumes.
Like in the white trailer, she's just like she always had like a new color on her sword, and I feel like they kind of just like didn't want to do that with her.
That's true.
Yeah, now
they
she's
don't
just
really
ice all the time.
I can't remember if they've ever changed the color of the sword like past the white trailer. Right.
They fucking did that with Raven versus Syndra, and I thought that was the coolest thing out of that volume. I was like, oh my god.
Because I know that she tends to just have a white circle and then it glows a different color, like whenever she uses an ability. I was just trying to find the age of Hazel, because that would just be an easy way to sort of offhandedly cover that. It's like, well, I mean, he's like 20 years older, or whatever.
Well, you know,
Weiss is like 16.
I want to hazard and say he's like, you know, middle age, 40, somewhere around there, 50.
Does he have any grays?
No, but he's Giga Hazel. Giga Hazel. I couldn't even say Giga Hazel. Giga Chad Hazel.
Yeah. How old is Giga Chad?
Like in his 60s, probably. Still looking rock hard.
Gosh.
We'll see another question here. Tobias. So, is it safe to assume that Salem wanted Rwby to turn her into a hound? I mean, yeah, that's what I think so. I mean, that's what her project is. Her.
Oh my God, puppy Rwby.
Experiment. Oh my God.
But how did that doggo know that she was at Weiss's thing? Did it smell her?
Yeah, and where did she get the smell?
I know. How come they didn't use that before? They're like, we gotta find Rwby, and Tyrion's like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going, dude.
You're right. How did he know that?
Yeah. Oh wait, I think they said no, actually when they went back to the whale, that she showed them the dog thing, and they're like, what the hell is this? Oh no, that was a different thing. Never mind. But I would assume that she made the Grim Silver Eyes thing as well recently, if she's experimenting with different shit now.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. I mean, resistant to Silver Eyes? No, because it still like affected parts of him, but he didn't dissolve. That's what I said in the reaction.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I didn't say it.
Well, I didn't.
But I agree.
God,
I need to agree. You know.
No, you don't need to agree. Be yourself. Damn it.
Okay.
So that first episode. So we still don't know what's up with Penny. If there's an episode missing.
I at this rate, I'm just assuming there's not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't know that, but like, if they double back now, like three episodes after it happened, it's like, that would just be like bizarre.
We get through the middle. Okay. It's the end of the season, or the second to last episode of the season. Rwby is about to fight Salem, right? And Penny is there, and then there's a freeze frame, and Penny just goes, "Man, what a situation! I bet you wonder how I ended up in this situation, huh?"
And then it's like one of those like old like 50s cartoons where it's like a circle that closes on their face. It's like and it's just fucking a circle, and then the credits. Well, who else but Rwby?
We don't actually cut back. We don't actually just have like Penny be like, "I wonder how I got here." And then that's the end of the series. Just like
they don't make volume 9. Everyone is just left to interpret it.
Yeah, volume 9 is just like 4 hours of Penny falling.
Oh my god.
No, volume 9 is a Team Stark flashback. The whole volume, Team Stark.
And then it's like they have like a little like picture-in-picture window of Penny falling.
like Penny's falling, and then like she has to be falling, she just passes Loki on the way down.
I know. Oh my god! When the first time I think Ninja said it, I had no clue. But then the next day I saw Ragnarok, and I was like, that's where that's from. I was so happy.
Yeah.
like-
With her falling, it's gonna be like that beginning scene in the Power Rangers movie where they're skydiving and it's playing Red Hot Chili Peppers, and that's just on
Yeah.
loop for like 4 hours, and Penny's
See,
doing like flips.
Here's my. If they did this, I would forgive them for everything. If they had a 4-hour video, but it's one of those like lo-fi hip hop things with like an animated thing. It's just like music you can fall to while being hacked.
Yeah. And got like a VHS filter.
Oh. Oh, now I'm just mad at them for not doing that.
Yeah.
Let's
You see, Rooster Teeth, I think it's right. Rooster Teeth would be much better at this if they played into the memes that are coming out of things, because like that would be great. And also, was it I remember Fatman, you joked before, like we don't know why they just don't make official porn.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know why everything
I know
doesn't
why.
make official porn.
Branding.
They gotta
their
sell
ass cheek.
toys.
It's on their ass cheek, and you can't. Yeah.
official brand. Yeah.
All right, question here. How do
Also,
Titania wants to know?
the characters are only legal in Texas, so you know.
Okay. Titania wants to know, how do you guys feel about the floor balance? I think the floor might be like Goku. They always beat everyone. So basically, floor is OP.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, the floor is very OP.
Yeah.
But what's more OP, the floor or gravity? Or is it the same thing?
I don't know what this means.
They work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they? Because Penny fell for 4 hours.
That's why there's no crater. Like she's the only one that can withstand that. 'cause
And
it's a
she
robot.
got up.
And she was
Gravity is jealous.
she was demi thick.
Penny was down for the count.
What the fuck?
Dan, watch our fucking reactions, punk. No.
Oh.
JK.
You know what I want to think? Someone's got to make an edit of Penny falling, and it's just like Flying Grim playing like ping pong with her or something, as she's like, and that's how she ended up so far away.
And it was actually Crunchy that was playing. And he's like, I gotta get the ball, guys. Car,
You roofed it. Oh my god.
car, game on.
And then the janitor goes on the rooftop of the school and throws it down. Everyone's like, yeah, Kyle, why'd you roof it, man? That's like the worst thing in elementary school. You play wall ball and it's just fucking, oh my god, I threw it so high.
But back to Ruby, though.
Good job. Back to Rwby, where they play wall ball in real life.
Dora asks, what the hell's Neo gonna do with the lamp? What do you guys think is gonna happen?
Not talk to it. Ha!
Yeah.
Use sign language.
I think if there's anything that's going to break Neo's silence, it would be this lamp. Like, that's set up, right? That's just set up in such a nice way.
And people do point out that, like, is it Casey Lee Williams voices Neo's grunts and efforts in tag team battles? So people are theorizing that Casey Lee Williams is actually going to be her voice actress in this volume.
Cool.
So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait.
I don't want Neo to be the one to do that. I don't want her to be that important, dude.
But listen though, like, why
does
would
she
she
know
hold
that
her
it only
voice until
answers
now?
questions?
Yeah.
She didn't even, like, you know, she gasped, like, in Volume 3, if I remember correctly, but, like, nothing else, really.
I mean, wouldn't
Does
you if
she
you were
even know
Mary
what the lamp
Poppins?
does?
Yeah.
Like, does she think this is like a magic lamp that's going to grant wishes? Like, she going to go to Jin and be like, "I wish for Roman back," and Jin's like, "I'm
This is
not
like-
that kind of lamp."
Yeah.
That fucked me up, dude. It's just like, I don't know, something else, man. I don't want Roman back.
No, I am at this rate. I am about 98% sure that Summer's coming back. I am about
Yeah, it's
70%
looking...
sure Roman is, and I
Summer's the crunchy.
am 50-50 on Pura.
No Piras, come on.
Pyrrha's like, they talked about it for fucking ever, because everyone's like, oh my god, we've been through so much. The only person who died is Pyrrha. Everyone else is just like, you know, got injured or whatever, and Penny's back.
Yeah, I was gonna say Yang completely dismisses Pura when like Salem's like, oh, and who did I take from you? My mom. And meanwhile, poor Pura's just like there.
Okay, let's be real. Cinder took care of Pyrrha. That was in
Salem.
Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't
Yeah,
know
don't
if
hate the
Salem
messenger.
directly killed Summer.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we don't.
I said we don't know. That's the problem. It's like
No, we don't know. I'm
all
sure,
these things are
like,
because of Salem. So
So our master wants to know, will this be the end of Emerald's simping ways?
Fucking hope so.
I don't know.
I guess. I
No.
don't know.
She'll
I
still
don't.
simp for
Oh, you know what's
Cinder.
gonna happen? There's going to be Cinder's gonna get back, and Salem's gonna be like, "Oh, Emerald betrayed us," and Cinder's gonna be like, "That bitch! I thought she was only wet for me."
Oh,
And
God.
so she goes out and goes attacks her, and like she goes out and like there's this confrontation, and what's gonna be happen is like, Emerald, I thought you were better than this, and like she's saying up like, "No, Cinder, please, we gotta." Look, you can come with us. Come with us. We can stop Salem together.
Simultaneously.
She tries to get Cinder on her side, and then Cinder's gonna like stab her in the gut and kill her. And it's gonna be all dramatic, where it's like they're gonna get really close to each other, and it's gonna be
We're
like
gonna
Emerald,
redo
like,
that pose from episode 6.
basically. I think.
No.
Oof.
From what they've set up with Cinder's backstory, I would expect them to go something along the lines of, "You betrayed me, huh? Well, they always do."
Stabs, liver.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I feel like Emerald's going to go out in a single shot. It's going to be like that.
I've never seen the affection. Okay, so affection's a strange term. Like Emerald has always been like, "Yeah, Cinder, I follow you. I'm your follower." I've never seen Cinder be like, "You know what, Emerald? I am glad that you're around."
Yeah, nope. Mm-mm.
You know?
Maybe that's what she likes. She likes to be rejected. That's what's hot.
No kink shaming in Rwby.
Emerald is the ultimate simp.
But I can't expect Cinder to like hear the news and say, "Oh my God, no! I trusted her. I had such a strong bond with her."
No. I'm not saying that she trusts. I'm saying it's sort of like, what? You're my underling. Where the hell do you think you're going?
How dare you simp for Ozpin now?
You're a street rat.
You'll always be. You'll be born a street. Yeah, you'll die a street.
I
rat.
own
And only
you.
your fleas will mourn you. Yes, I've watched it a couple times. All right, so Fall Rose Reaper says, would you say Hazel's betrayal of Salem was too easily achieved? If so, how would you have done it better?
Of the two, I think his was actually the least abrupt when it came to like how all this played out.
Definitely.
Yeah. The only issue I had with like the turning thing is that Emerald and him didn't have like Emerald in particular, who was still kind of like wishy-washy, didn't have like the question of like, this is dangerous. Are we sure we want to do that? We didn't have that, but that was like other than that, I was actually kind of fine with both turns here. I think they both had a very strong.
Oh yeah.
I will say,
Go on.
the idea that Emerald is not okay with this has been there since season 3.
Exactly.
Like when they
That's
when
what
they
I was-
attacked Beacon, and you had that shot of Cinder, Mercury, and Emerald on the rooftop. Like Mercury just seems like, yeah, I'm a murder hobo. All right, this is just a gig.
Mm.
Cinder is
Just
obviously
filming.
happy. Yeah. Do it for the vine. But Emerald is like shocked.
Yeah.
Like she thought they said bake sale, not break veil.
I remember the
She is horrified. I stole that
Oh,
joke. I can't say
sail
it.
ahead.
Oh, I wasn't.
No,
there.
not that.
I just had this image of like in the back of the stadium, like she does her part for the whole stadium thing, and she's like set up a little vendor. She has like little cupcakes set up. And she's
Yeah.
so excited, like, okay, I've done my part of the plan. Now everyone's gonna be scared, and they're gonna come out here, and they're gonna see my vendor, and they're gonna come buy my cupcakes, and they're gonna be enjoying.
Yeah.
And she's like so excited, and then like all the rest of the plan happens. And she's like, but
The cupcakes.
So what's interesting is even though Emerald's betrayal or switching sides has been foreshadowed longer. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I still feel like Hazel's felt more concrete. Maybe it was just because like Emerald's one was just, oh hey, you guys like doing a coup in here?
Yeah.
All right, cool, I'm in.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
And Hazel's like, oh, Oscar spent this whole time trying to like, convince me. And I feel like that whole time it was like growing on him because he's like, well, whatever. And then when he told him the truth about Jin, he's like, oh shit. Okay. Like, yeah, because he's like, well, maybe I was wrong. And the fucking punch, like when he picks up Oscar and he like whispers in his ear, that was the most like anime thing the show's ever
Yeah.
fucking done. You'd see that in like some dramatic. He's like, "No more Gretchen's boy," and he just goes up and socks her in the
And yeets
fucking
her,
face.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the cool. I'm not even exaggerating. That's the coolest thing in the show I've ever seen so far.
Really?
Like bar none. Yeah, I don't think anything else tops that in terms of like a character doing something cool.
Yeah. That was a
Because
good
that's
one.
fucking Salem. That's Salem, dude.
That
He
is
knows what
Salem.
he's doing. Like
I will
Jesus.
say the rivaling element of that for me would be the Nevermore death in Volume 1. I actually
Oh,
really
yeah.
liked that. But I was gonna say, I think the reason why is it goes back to again like the discussion element of Hazel and Ozpin, like Hazel, Ozpin, and Oscar. They've been kind of like not battle of wits, but battle of discussion. Like they've been talking this out back and forth throughout this entire volume, where it's sort of like Oscar trying to get Hazel on his side and trying kind of when Emerald hasn't had anyone to really bounce off. I think they had she had a discussion with Mercury back in Volume 6, was it?
Yeah.
Right. And she
like,
did overhear them, and that's why maybe because she didn't have anybody to bounce off of. Hey, this guy wants to do what I want to do. I want to get the fuck out of here. Okay.
well, it just
It
seems
was a
like
cool-
it seems like a lack of coordination is like it feels like Emerald should have at least asked a question to Hazel, because like Hazel's a grounding element. I think he's very decisive once he understands what the situation is. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. While Emerald's a little more, she needs someone to convince her. She needs someone to kind of push her over the boundary of what she knows is right.
I'm thinking on this more and more. We haven't had, like, whenever we've had the villains together, they've always been separate or in groups.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, we get to like Mantle, and we find out that like Watts and Tyrion are like down on the ground, while the rest of them are like elsewhere and stuff like that. Like, I can't remember or even imagine like. When I think back to the villains bouncing off each other, I think to that one scene where it was Mercury, just before Mercury and Tyrion and bounce, they have like a brief exchange with Mercury, Emerald, and Tyrion, talking about like, oh, come on, man, we're just conquering a kingdom, and then Tyrion's like, oh no, oh, if you think this stops here, you haven't been paying attention.
Why don't I remember this?
So like, I feel that the characters just either should have been swapped up more so that we had more combinations of characters talking to each other, like we're beginning to see, like with Team Rwby. Like we got, I'm saying like 50 times. We've got Blake and Rwby like hanging out more and talking more just out of circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Yang and like the Argos people with Jean and Ren and Nora.
Mm-hmm. So, but
So-
then to what point is that just like dialogue, like just saying, not showing, or whatever that is, show don't tell,
I suppose.
just
I feel like there is some element of show, because I remember when Tyrion was talking about, oh no, this is like complete global destruction that we're dealing with here. We're gonna kill everybody. Even even Mercury was like, bro, what the hell are you talking about?
okay.
Just like on his face.
Looking
I
at
don't
the
know.
next
I feel
question.
like this show splits up its villains too much to actually have a meaningful, like, bouncing off dialogue between them.
The Watson Tyrion in Manto was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
been talking all the time.
The writers did exactly what they needed to do with the fucking villains in Volume 7. Because, like, they concentrated on people that they just wanted to. Whereas in the other volumes, they're like, yeah, we have, like, a dozen villains that we're just going to throw into one place and fight. Go ahead.
Okay. CJ Black
That's
has
what it
been wanting
felt
to ask a question here. How do you guys feel about Jean, Ren, and Yang finally encountering a fighting Salem and getting away with nothing more than just 2 aura breaks? I felt Salem could have done a bit more. Fatman explained it good, so go ahead.
Were there aura breaks?
I don't remember any aura breaks, but you
Yeah, I
explained
don't
it
remember
well,
any aura
and you explained it well about her strength and what she
Oh
was
yeah,
doing.
she's not actually super powerful. She's just immortal, and her scariness just comes from her having like thousands and thousands of years to like practice her pretty normal power level skills.
Because Hazel said that, like, he beat the shit out of her multiple times, and she kept like regenerating. And I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
you really did that,
I
huh?
mean, yeah. Heck,
Yeah.
you saw this episode. Like Salem doesn't necessarily even have aura. Like Yang pumped a bunch of grenades into her chest and split her open like a banana, and
Yeah.
then she just like
Yeah.
like back together.
She crunched back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
Like a
she's-
fucking lizard.
I can
she's sort of
only
like
assume that regeneration only keeps up to a certain point, like with what Oscar did at the end, where he kamehameha'd the bitch.
What? Okay, the thing about that is that the very first time we saw this power of Salem's was in the episode, you know, in the flashback episode where she was literally melted.
Mm.
I forgot about this during the discussion, but I remember I made a joke about it in my abridged, where she literally melted into the floor, and then she came back.
Okay.
So it's like
She came back
this
from
wasn't
black.
like the first time. Oh yeah, no, she was like a puddle, and then she came back, and Ozma was like, "Shit."
Yeah. Raymond, you wanted to say something? I heard you trying to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's sort of like humanity's persistence hunter, which that's basically what humans do to animals. We're not stronger than animals, we're not faster than animals, but we usually have more endurance and willpower than animals. So a lot of our hunting techniques throughout history have been just following the animal with a
Run.
big stick, and like so
Mistake.
the animal runs, and we just calmly walk after it. And the animal tries to rest because it's tired from running, and we're still walking towards it. And so it gets up and runs again, and we just exhaust it until it just doesn't want to move anymore. And
Yeah,
then
they're
we
like,
get it.
I'm gonna lose him in the woods. And we're like, no, I follow your tracks.
Great.
Salem is like the next level of that, where she doesn't need to sleep, doesn't need to eat.
She's Slenderman.
As far as we know, she just follows and just keeps following. And even worse, you can't kill her. So it's like you have even less options
Raymond,
with how to deal with
why do you have to say it that way? In a way where I won't sleep now.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, like,
I
if you
know.
watch the Terminator, it's the same effect.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm making a joke. A joke. Just like Juan, by the way. How did everybody feel about Juan?
Ugh.
What happened?
What?
That joke felt so out of place.
Hmm.
I'm confused.
Did
Okay.
everyone like?
Good.
Oh, no,
Hold
never
on,
mind,
Dan.
no. Come on.
Remember when Good Boy called Jean Juan? That's what I'm talking about.
I don't
Good
remember
boy.
that.
Yeah, fucking Marrow. Dog boy.
I don't.
Oh,
Dog
That
boy.
guy.
You don't remember, Dan? He was like, they were like, but they're just kids, and he just got done fighting with Winter, I think, and then he just like whispers, "Come on, Juan," like rooting for Jean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
skip to
well,
that.
Is
That's
that like a
because there was-
Scooby Doo reference where he doesn't say the
No.
names? Raggy?
Ron.
Ruby?
That's been a long running joke since, well, not long running. It literally only ever got brought up back in volume 7. And that was funny back then, but it's like, you've known this guy now for months. What the fuck, asshole?
He's known him for months.
Oh yeah,
What?
because that joke was made at the beginning of like the Hunter montage, which we assume took place over a series of weeks, if not months.
I mean, I guess you assume that.
Well, I mean, what else wasn't there? Like, because we saw them, like, we saw like the beginning of several days happen in those days. So
I
it had to have
suppose.
it was at least 2 weeks, probably a month, if not more months. I would say there was more time with that, because like they said, they had to wait for whatchamacallit, Coliseum to get up and running.
I suppose. Yeah. Because the longer that is, you know, the less. Like, okay, oh my god, okay, I don't want to think about that.
I was gonna say, like,
Someone-
you guys have
someone
been in this
ask
for
him
like 8 years now. Why are you questioning time and Rwby?
I know.
6 to 8 months. 6 to
Yeah.
8 months.
6 to 8 months. So, yeah,
68 months.
6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months. 628 months.
6878309. Wait.
Oh, come on, how do you not even know this?
No, I was just making the joke. Like,
Yeah, I
trying to come up
was
with
like,
six.
yeah.
The first two letters are literally 86. I mean numbers. Sorry.
Nice.
Okay, so we can agree. I'm terrible with that song. You're terrible with distinguishing
Distinguishing
alphanumeric
numbers from
characters.
letters.
So Vessi says, last time we saw the Osses use their staff was when Osmond died. What do you think might happen? Salem possibly out of commission? Is Hazel dead?
Hazel is Pepsi Max for sure.
What?
Okay.
You're gonna have
You don't know
to.
that phrase?
You're gonna have to
No.
qualify that.
No. I guess we're all
Okay, so
boomers.
it's a bit of gosh, what would you call it? It's not a signal, but it's a phrase that you'd only mean if you get it. God, a wolf whistle. It's something whistle. A dog whistle. That's it. It's a dog whistle where basically if you turn like Pepsi upside down, it says "is dead."
Oh.
So
Oh,
"is
I
dead"
see.
Max became like.
Oh, I never knew this. I'm all like,
Yeah, it's
what?
like a thing on fucking Zoomer websites.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, he's Pepsi. Definitely, he's dead.
Dan, you think he deed?
What?
What happened to Hazel?
What do you mean? He dead? He
Is
dead?
he dead? Like, what's happened? Where is
Oh.
he? What's going
Oh,
on?
is he dead? No, he's still fighting, man. He's still in the fight. I bet we're gonna get the fight in the next episode.
But
Still.
Aspen totally, like, did the Kamehameha or whatever the hell you say that, however you say that.
Yeah.
And, like, penetrated both of them at the same time with his long staff. So,
I didn't see a penetration go on. I saw like a white wave, sort of like the Silver Eyes.
alright.
Maybe he like did the Bruce Willis thing, like from that one movie, and he shot him in the shoulder, and that would go into like her shoulder or whatever,
Yes.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
and he
Wait,
shoots
so-
himself in the shoulder, and he hits the guy behind him. Like, forgot what movie
Yippee-ki-yay,
that's
mother of my children.
Oh,
Jeez.
god damn it. So, Fall Rose Reaper says, long memory, Osmond's staff is said to have store time. Stop moving, chat. Hold on. You moved on me.
It can only store around
It's
6
store
to 8
time.
months of time.
Yeah. and it as its main function. With its deployment this last chapter, do you think Salem might be out of the picture for a while? Basically, like, close to the same question, but not really.
No, she's gonna be in a frenzy as soon as she deals with these two and the whale. She's gonna be like, "All right, what the fuck, guys? No more Mr. Nice, Salem."
But listen though, like, where is this store time coming from? Was it said in the show? Like, where are we getting
I
this
don't
information?
remember that.
Like, I've never heard this at all.
Those are like in a panel.
Store time. Well,
Yeah.
like you go to Costco and you can just like buy like 20 minutes in bulk.
Sure.
Only 20? I speedrun that shit, man. Like Costco, any percent speedrun. 9 minutes, 50
That just means you
seconds.
get less time.
I know. But you grab more. It's a speedrun.
Yeah, because you
You're
only
going
go
down
in for that time, but you leave with like $600 worth every time.
Yeah.
All right.
You remember.
Our master says, "Do you guys think Meryl will stop being a sad sack? I mean, once shit gets better, yeah." And he's a
I mean, I
worry
don't
wart,
know
not a
what
sad
they're
sack.
doing with him.
He's a worry.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really concerned that people think he's racist because of how he was written in Volume 7. So now he's like just nervous wreck all the time.
People thought he was because of the Juan thing.
No, because of the like. I'm not here to change systemic problems. I'm just here to be fucking an authoritarian Gestapo
I'm
man.
here just to grill, man. I just want to grill.
Racism doesn't affect me, so it's not that bad.
Honest, this and that. I'm just trying to have fun.
Yeah, he's got the.
Like, he
he's
never
got
said
the-
any of that, Fatman. Any of it.
He
How
did,
do you?
though.
He did
Well,
not,
actually,
though.
he did.
He
Well,
did.
okay,
Not, though.
Back-
He said,
okay.
"There's not much I can do about it. I just can do what I can do."
No, he
He-
said, "I'm not here to do that."
Yeah.
He didn't say there's
to
not
do what
much I can-
exactly?
to solve systemic issues.
Right. Not one person can
Start
do
up.
that. He's doing what he can, like out in the front. What is it? Lines. Like,
To
and because
support iron.
they were. Oh my god.
I mean,
kinda
I
where
see what I
Batman's
think.
coming from, but I do
think I see
find
where
his
both
character
of them-
more interesting because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is something going on with him. So
Okay, let's see. Ryan Carson,
I
what's
wouldn't
up?
say
Man? Where
he's
you
a
been?
friend.
What do you guys think will happen to Neo once she's found out that for stealing? Once she's found out for stealing the record, do you think she will die? Live? I don't think she's gonna die.
I
If
don't know what she's
Emerald
doing.
was able to mask like Salem and like the entire whale, I've always thought that Neo was like a class above Emerald. I think Neo will be fine.
Yeah,
I guess.
I get the feeling that Neo will. I don't know if Neo's going to die at all. Like I'm trying to Emerald. I could easily see dying. I was going to say her death is going to look a lot like Senna, where it's that close up single stab type death.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Yeah, the Lannister sends a regret. It's going to be that from Cinder. I'm projecting that right now. I'm reading Miles's mind right now. It's very cluttered in there. But no, but like with Neo, I can't. I think it's because they don't know what they were doing with her in the first place. That it's like I don't know what they're going to do with her overall.
Yeah.
I feel like Emerald, they had a very clear idea of where they were taking her, and I can see where Emerald is kind of going.
Like in Volume 6, she wasn't supposed to come back.
Yeah. Who was
Like,
supposed to be?
they didn't-
Do you know what was
Life
the plan?
could be a dream.
No, I mean they were just like we need to give Cinder a a foil in this season. Who do we have left? And they were picking from like every other character that they remembered basically, and they just landed on Neo. So it's not like this was the plan. So like now that she's like has the relic or whatever, it's like, oh, so this is just like not the this was like the new
I see
idea that
what
they're
you
running
mean
with.
in that there's the idea that Monty had basically story beats of the show planned out right before he passed away.
All that
He had an ending in mind, but if he also planned for Neo to be killed off in season 3 or to be flung, die effectively with Roman, that she's not coming back, then unless he also had a note, so okay, now wait 2 seasons, then bring him back.
Yeah,
It's very important that you do this.
he's Tupac in the shit.
He's still he can't keep getting away with it. He's still around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in
What
the
if,
in the
what
tundra.
if Carrie comes on camera one day and it's very clearly Monty in like a very poor disguise?
I mean, if they did that, if it was all just a social experiment,
Look, stop. Stop. Okay. I'm gonna look in the fucking tundra.
Okay.
Because now
Well,
I'm starting
yeah.
something new. You know how we ask questions for the reactions? I'm gonna go ahead and just ask questions for the stream.
You
now.
can join for just $1 on Patreon.
Okay. Go ahead.
yes, you can.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Dan. Go ahead, Dan. You since
That's-
you're
Do the whole
right
pitch, Dan.
That's all I had to say.
now. Yeah.
Where's my money? Now, guys.
Bro, you think I get paid?
Yeah. You only
It's
get it
on
when you don't
Patreon.
interrupt.
That's where the money is. You just
All
said
right,
it.
I'll
That's
say
where
it
the
again later. Say it again later.
No, but yeah, you can ask questions in here too. I'm gonna prioritize these right now. Izanagi 009. Is it just me, or is the magic in episode 9 kind of underwhelming visually? Also, does the twist about the Hound... Isa, it's crunchy, okay? God. Just kidding. About the Hound makes Salem's past actions regarding Silver warriors seem counterproductive.
Gregor Clegane.
No, I don't think it contradicts anything, but the magic is incredibly underwhelming. I have no idea why they decided to go with, laser bolt to the chest that does visibly no damage.
No, what did you say? Take my sparkle beam.
Yeah, it was just like,
That was great.
Gooey, gooey, gumdrop beam.
Expecto Patronus.
Jesus. All right. Alpha Omega Beta Sin says, if you could take the writers of Rwby into a room and give them all the time in the world to make a new show, do you think it would be better than Rwby or not?
Rwby at its core is just like, it's built on like a level where you could pretty much go anywhere with it because of how bare bones it was at the start of it. Because it was just like, yeah, this is a show where people have weapons and, you know, they shoot monsters and they go to school. Go. And then after volume 3, oh, the school dies. Now we have to go travel the world. And it's like, wait a minute. How do we write the world? What is the world?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It would probably by definition be better than Rwby is, purely because they are now more veteran writers. I think Carrie especially has become a much better writer. I think he actually has some chops to him.
Definitely.
Miles, Kiersey, Eddie, they're hit or miss. But I think necessarily if they were given a fresh slate, they could actually make some rules that they could follow. But I still think it's going to be plagued with issues. So I don't know, and the issue is I don't think it's going to be as interesting as Rwby is.
Yeah, no, I don't think that they can make anything better than this.
No.
Because like you take them, you put them in a room, you give them like all the time in the world.
Water and bread, right? What else?
Yeah, bread and water. You know, I don't think they can. I don't think they could do it. I don't think that they have the capacity to come up with an idea that's better than them backing themselves into corners and fighting their way out and failing. Like, I mean, the whole idea was like, oh, let's have cool fight scenes, and now it's like they have to wing it from there. And like,
What?
have you seen any of the other Rooster Teeth shows? Like, they're not better than Rwby. They're not more watchable. Like, you got Genlock, you got that like recorded by Azrael show or whatever her name was. Like,
Desert guy. What was that fucking
Desert Guy.
Desert guy? Oh,
Yeah,
Desert
Nomad
Guy.
of Nowhere.
Yeah.
Sex Swing.
What?
Like,
Was that? Sex swing?
that was the Funhouse
Yeah.
show that was animated to look like CalArts King of the Hill. Cling of the Hill. Oh god, no, Cling of the Hill, but it's King of the Hill, but with like Klingons from Star Trek.
That would be amazing.
And like new RVB, like post season 10 RVB. Like I haven't seen any of 0, but like I've seen 11, 12, and 13. I've seen 15. I saw a couple episodes of 17 because people are like, it's really good again, and then it's like it's not. Their other shows are not as good as Rwby, and I use good in quotes as in like, you know, like the best of the worst definition of good, as in just entertainment for any reason.
Yeah.
And like volume 7 was like the worst, like worse than volume 5. And that's them like on the top of their game. Like if I had to say like which volume made the most sense, I would go through volume 7. I would probably go to volume 7, or like even 4. It's like the timeline is so fucky. It's like every time they cut to Blake, it's like, why are you here? What is happening? What is any of this? So like they're in that point where it's like they're not so bad it's good anymore. It's just bad.
But I was
which
gonna
is
say, like,
better than so bad, technically.
What the fuck was that?
But like,
Jesus Christ.
I
don't-
can't get over Klingon Dill
Hold on.
Gribble complaining about the Romulans.
I don't think giving those 4 people all the time in the world would result in something better than they were capable of making before they were at like this level.
Remember, people, Cyberpunk 2077 was in development for 8 years, and look what happened to it.
In 2077, what makes someone a criminal? Getting cock.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
In 2077, what makes someone a criminal?
I like
Excessive
Cyberpunk
crunch.
2077. It's really good.
Dashy had to go do something, so I'm continuing the questions.
Okay.
Here we go. Aiden Blitz asks, should there have been a scene or two with Emerald making illusions of Cinder being motherly to her before she realizes what she wants no longer exists by sticking with the grim villains and join the heroes?
No.
That would have been really cool if she started making illusions such to fool herself. Like, that would have been...
Yeah.
I love that level of messed up. I like that.
Yeah. I approve of that idea.
I'm stealing that.
No copyright intended, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna print screen that and put that.
For $1 a month, you can join our Patreon where we will steal your best ideas.
You should have patented it first. Ha, loser.
Yes.
Toby doesn't figure out how copyright works. Anyway, next question. Not all that evil. Y'all think they're going to evacuate Atlas before it crashes and burns? If not, y'all think they're ever going to bring up the refugees from Mantle that were brought by the thousands?
They didn't bring up any of the fonts from Volume 2.
And how many people even live in these cities either? Because it's like, oh, we got to evacuate all of Mantle and the streets are like empty. And it's like, aren't there like thousands of people that live here probably and in Atlas too? And if there aren't that many people, how did so many people join the army? And also, we're all the fucking huntsmen, man, because it's just the army fighting the Grim when they land. So I'm like, who lives here?
Well, okay, that one I think is lore related because Atlas huntsmen just immediately joined the military after graduation.
Yeah.
So
they don't
that
have any
one's
like
at least
special
lore.
weapons.
But the Aesop's unit get special clothes.
Yes.
There's
In a sense,
yeah,
'cause,
and,
like
and
you
Flint and Neil.
had Nyan Cat and like the trumpet guy, Flint Cole. They were in the army or the military.
They're allowed to do different things.
I think what you're speaking to is a larger point where they set up this idea of these multiple academies. Each of them are being trained with unique characters and interesting like weapon combinations and cool fights. They managed to do it in My Hero Academia, where they just have tons of schools with unique powers. But in Rwby, it's just okay. We got like one or two dudes, and then the rest of them are copy paste like soldiers.
Do you think they're made of money?
I mean, just draw it. I
I
don't know.
Aiden, it's free real estate.
Dude, you could hire like one writer to be like, okay, my job is just to make up background characters. Like,
yeah,
there'll be limitations. I can't go insane on the designs because that's incredible amount of work for the art team. But my job is just to invent personalities and characters, like literally, like as if you're playing D&D. Who's in the tavern? Oh, Bibbles the Goblin. And he's a rogue, and I don't know, he has a crossbow that's made of snakes.
Bibbles the Goblin, now appearing in Rwby Volume 9.
Yeah.
a crossbow made of snakes? I like it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, heck, that's pretty much how the Mandalorians got started on Star Wars. They needed a bounty hunter. All right, he's Boba Fett. He's like a bounty hunter from a planet of bounty hunters. And then people went, wait, that sounds awesome. I want to know more about that.
Yeah.
And then they all wore helmets all the time, except some of them didn't. And then...
Yeah, and that way they worked the fact that they could just do similar designs into the lore. Or yeah, they all wear these different helmets.
Yeah. Weapons are my religion.
And they carry around puppets that sometimes look good and sometimes look hilarious.
You mean good, just a different flavor.
Well, no, there was one scene in season 2 where Baby Yoda was running across the ground, and it looked hilariously bad. Like it was obviously a puppet being pulled on.
I think you mean Grogar.
Grogu, yeah.
Grogu.
Okay, so here we go. 2 on a bottom of Night Hunter. Not sure why you have that name now, buddy. Opinion on this, and it's the picture of John snapping his fingers and pointing with both. I don't know what. It's John pointing. It's John being a goof. I don't know what you want me to say about
Is
it.
it a JoJo reference?
What
Maybe.
the fuck?
Here, I'll just post the image here. It's this one. I don't know how to describe it. It's
Finger gun.
the screen cap of him just like,
Yeah.
hey,
No.
I'm completely for John being just an uplifting being. That's someone mentioned like, what if Pyrrha gets resurrected? Why would you want to undo like the only positive thing that's happened to John's character arc?
positive in the sense that it progresses it.
Yeah,
gotta
like
clarify
it would just be backtracking if Pyrrha was now back.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody actually wants that. I'm just expecting it.
Yeah, same. The thing is, with character resurrection, there are so many different ways to do it and do it in an interesting way that I kind of want it to happen, but I know they wouldn't do it well. It's like you could bring Pyrrha back as some kind of horrific, twisted, grim monster and never redeem her. That'd be interesting. You could have her redeemed and have this great cathartic moment of like, oh my god, we thought we lost you forever. We had this huge and they had to get past it. But we already know that they can't do that because they did the same thing with Penny and they haven't acknowledged it.
We had this huge statue of you in Arcus.
No, they wouldn't ever bring that up. No one would ever touch on that. Like, oh yeah, we literally have you immortalized because everyone thought you were dead. They would not know what to do with that.
Pyrrha, I tried to bang your ghost.
She was hot.
Sister?
Yeah, I don't know. She could have been your ghost, could have been your sister. We're not really clear on that because the writers won't tell us.
Did we ever? Hang on, we did actually meet Pyrrha's family, didn't we? Like,
No, we have no
they
idea
had
who
the
that was.
statue.
No. Yeah.
They literally did not confirm or deny whether or not that was
Yeah.
Pyrrha's ghost or if it was
Oh,
Pyrrha's.
Oh,
or-
well,
I don't think it was a ghost. I
The
could've
official
sworn it was, like,
word
her
on the
mom.
matter is they will never confirm anything because it's more fun not to. It's like, yeah.
please, just oh my god, don't even.
All right, guys. Thanks for letting me know.
So where are we? On
All right.
Pyrrha again? Why are we on Pyrrha right
we are-
now? We're
It's a long
Because
story.
Pyrrha, how no one gets over Pyrrha.
oh goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
well, because it's like one of the most interesting things to happen in the show.
Ugh.
Looney Goon asks, so early in the volume, Salem set up a sort of competition between Cinder and the Hound for who would be first to be able to capture Penny. But with the Hound's death, that whole plot thread of Cinder v. the Hound was essentially tossed out the window. Do you think that it's a good thing because it probably makes the story tighter, or a waste because seeing Cinder desperately try and not get past Rubes and nab Penny, but try to stop the Hound from doing the same could have been interesting.
I refuse to
I mean-
acknowledge that question. His name is Crunchy. Okay.
Crunch.
Mm, yeah, I
Wait,
don't know.
good
I don't know.
Considering Crunchy got crushed, again, my running theory is that there's more Hounds in the making, and we're going to see.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think that's over. I think it's going to be more of a, well, you did, my first Hound didn't do it, but my 5 others, which showed up conveniently to do the same thing, did
Yeah.
it better than you. So,
and they're
screw
and they're
off
Crunchy's
to-
2.0, the crunchier.
Yeah.
I hate to
The
be
crunchy
I
one.
hate to be that guy, but in this little show called Avatar: The Last Airbender, they had a similar episode where Zuko and Azula was fighting to like capture Aang in like this western town, right? It's in the chase. And
Yes.
like you can see they're both trying to take down Aang, but they're also equally trying to take down each other so that they can get to Aang first. It's a cool Mexican standoff thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
all I
love how
got.
every
In
criticism
Avatar,
of
in which
Rwby-
there is no Mexico, but yes.
every criticism of Rwby can be spun into go watch Avatar: The Last
You know,
Airbender.
can I just say something? Okay. Take a shot every time Raymond says fixing Rwby. Every time Fatman says fucking commentary. And now, Ninja saying anything about Avatar. I need to find my guys. What do you need
don't
to do
have
a
the
shot when
courage.
what I say?
Whenever you're mean, like this.
Fuck you.
No, you're not.
You guys
You're
deserve it, bitch. Even if this isn't.
Whenever you are
I know.
undeservedly horny on main.
I'm gonna take a shot anytime Dan
Everybody,
says something.
people are gonna die.
Die
Every
before
time
the
I
end
say
of the
what?
movie. Anything.
Oh, okay.
No, he's been
I
pretty
showed-
talkative today. I'm pretty fucking proud of him today.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She has a gun to the back of my head, guys. Please help me.
So you gotta fucking talk, you hear me? No.
Yeah, it's like, man, what are you guys talking about? It's not like I have a gun to the back of my head.
Blink if you need help. Too bad we don't have cams. All right, next question. Where are we
Okay,
here? Where are
Star
we?
asks, do you think the writers will be able to follow through with that whole redemption arcs, the whole redemption arcs they seem to be going for, or do you predict they'll be rushed? What's your opinion on them so far? Emerald so far has been like she's actually doing something now, and like they have been building that for quite some time, just kind of slowly in like inches. So I'm glad to actually see that like going downhill at a proper pace properly. So like I don't know. I feel okay with what they're doing so far, but I do predict that they're going to botch it somehow.
I mean, I think we need to like face the music and realize that it never actually made sense for Hazel to work with Grim Lady.
Oh
He's like, oh, my sister wanted to be a huntress and then she died, and now I'm mad at the dude who runs the huntsman school instead of the lady who controls the Grim, which are the reason that they need huntsmen. So it's like, his like redemption arc is kind of impossible to not make sense.
Well, no, it's impossible. I mean, it makes no sense because it shouldn't have been a redemption arc in the first place.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. It's completely divorced from the concept of sense, and I'm like, well, it's been a long time coming. So if they botch it from here, that will be more interesting than its existence in the first place. So I mean, it's like they're in between whatever the opposite of a rock and a hard place is. Like if they do it well, great. If they do it poorly, what? Even better. So yeah. So like we're either gonna get something that's like actual writing, or we're gonna get something that's like mind-blowingly dense. And either way, I'm here for it.
Copper Hammerhead asks, why didn't Salem just change Hazel into a nut?
What?
Why?
What?
Get
Okay.
hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
Get it?
Oh, I thought
do
because
like-
then it wouldn't be appropriate to bust him.
I do like how they have ironic deaths, like Gretchen
I
and
got you,
Hazel
man.
were killed by the witch.
Mm-hmm.
Although technically, didn't Osmond just kill both of them because he was the one who triggered the explosion? So he's 2 for 2 on sibling murders. Also, for those guys, like Hansel.
Oh, Salem is fine. It's just Hazel is dead now, and Osmond's like, "Ha! I killed your sister. Now I got you, sucker!" And he runs away.
Hazel and Gretchen, Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah. Sleuth asks, what do you think about the sulfurfish continuing to be a backdrop that doesn't do anything in the show? Expected. That is exactly what I expected.
That can be applied to like 99% of the characters in Rwby, so it's on par. It makes the tier list. I don't know where, but
one on top of Titania asks, I pronounced that correctly. If a depowered Ozpin, Hazel, and 3 beginner huntsmen can do so much to Salem, why didn't Ozpin at least try to imprison Salem? It's not like she can teleport. Side note, how strong are the teens in comparison to the rest of the world? We don't know, and for all we know, she can teleport. She has magic.
no, Raven's unique semblance is teleportation, guys.
Unique.
Okay. I refuse to read that entire thing, Destiny. So here you go. I'll put it right there, cause yeah, you named them and all that shit. But no, I mean I named the crunchy thing. But all those names, come on now, come on now. I'll just leave it there, okay? You're welcome.
So he's not. So he's not the Hound, and he's not his legal name.
His legal name, oh my god. That is his white name.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Crunchy the Hound, Summer Esquire, Dire Tortrick, Augustus, Okami, Caesar, Inu, Wepwart, Wepawet, El Lobo, Del Diablo,
El Lobo,
Sierra,
you added one.
Ico, Lima, Delta, Coyote, Coyote, Samel, Stark, Moon Eater, Fenrir, Iscot, Iscariot, Skinwalker the Third, second in line to the throne of Lycanthropus' death. There, that's
yes.
awesome. How would you have handled the death? I would have given him I would have fed him chocolate.
Oh no.
That's
no.
it.
Jeez.
Also, Crunchy's Mexican because he has a lot of names, and I could say that because I have this Hispanic card here. Yep.
Yeah, like whatever.
I'm selectively Hispanic because I can be.
You're like, oh, those darn whites, and it's like, what are you talking?
I posted it in Sketchy Huntsman, but there was this artist that put up a "what kind of artist are you" type thing, and they were like, it was a 3 by 6, so it was like 18 different options for like what kind of artist you were, but then they forgot one, so they added it on, and the only thing was Hispanic, and the description for it was +1 Hispanic. What kind of artist are you? Because that's a weird thing. It's like Hispanic artists are just uniquely just Hispanic artists.
Weird. I never heard this. Okay.
Huh.
Okay. And back to chat. Yeah.
I didn't realize you were showing the questions on screen. That's so progressive.
No. Don't, because I was just doing the one.
Oh.
I just didn't want to. I mean, I'm back so I could read them and everything, but Raymond likes to read that name, so hey, have fun.
It's fun.
I'm never doing it, ever.
That's solo
I'll just be like, Crunchy the Hound, Maria, Maria de la Paz. Everything is Maria whenever there's so many names.
Yeah, whenever I listen to fast-speaking Spanish, I'm always just kind of in awe at it. Like,
you just wait for the Burger King. You just wait for the Burger King at the end.
This is a Dashi Lee's teaching Spanish 101. Yeah, conversationally, just wait for the Burger King.
Burger King.
You graduated. Congratulations. All right, back to this episode. Let me just go backwards this time. Can giant statue swords do flips? You can make it. We talked about that. We talked about that sword that did a flip. We have no idea how it happened. Nope.
That's the sword's semblance. Mm-hmm. It does flips.
You've heard of falling on the sword. Now the sword falls onto you.
In 2021. Now, okay, I have a question for chat. Okay. Does Osmond have a semblance? Fatman says no, which makes sense because he was
Ozma.
He was Ozma. Yeah, shut up. No, Ozma, because he was pre-humanity.
Pre-humanity, yeah.
Pre-remnant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pre-evolution.
Yeah, we've had humanity, but what about second humanity?
11sies.
Yeah, I always assumed that he was magic, but not semblance.
Second dinner. Yeah. So semblance.
Yeah,
okay.
Interesting question. What would Oscar's semblance be?
Right, that was my next question. If not, does he get to use the people's bodies' semblances that he inherit? Is that inheritance?
That would make sense.
Yeah. So. Okay, people are saying no, maybe, no. He's pre-human, yeah. So,
well, better question: even if he had one, does it carry over?
Yeah, if Ozpin, not Ozma, but Ozpin had a semblance, can Oscar use it, or can Oz?
Oh my god, are they going to all for one it, or one for all?
Ooh.
I can't remember which one it is, which one's available, which one's. But the power from My Hero Academia, are they going to you collect the powers from each host body you're in?
Gotta catch them all and use your powers.
Which, for the record, I don't know if they've elaborated on that, but I know they introduced that in My Hero Academia really early on. It gains the power from every host it's been in. And yet we've only ever seen him use one power of the freaking thing. I think they've introduced more at this point, but how long did it take them to do that?
Big punch! It is just big punch!
And jump good. All right, guys, we're going to take 3 more questions. and think we're gonna be good. I know Ninja has to go, right? Because you said about an hour, and I have to fix my shelf that just fell out of nowhere. Something bad's gonna happen today, so
It's an earthquake. It's an earthquake.
no, not here. But let's see. You know what, Fatman, pick a question. Any question.
Pick a question. I'm not being added, guys.
No, but so like, okay.
Oh, you want me to pick from the Discord?
From I don't think there is any more in Discord, but
okay.
if you're not being added, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Y'all think Crow, Robin, and Jacques are dead, or is just Jacques dead? From Aura Master DX. I think, okay. I think more so than that. Do you think that bird that was there was supposed to be Crow? So yeah, you remember?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't. I was going over
like,
the footage, like you were pointing out. I don't know.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
it was Crow, it was the worst editing job I've ever seen. That means it's gonna win an Oscar for best editing. Clearly.
I want to know what you mean with that. I want you to show.
Could you
me.
imagine if that was like Crow died in the explosion? Like that's the end.
And they don't even address it. They don't even give him a thing. No, see, but is Jacques dead? Like, if is that how they kill Jacques? Like, how would you feel if that's how they like? I mean, I don't think Crow's dead. I don't think Robin's dead. But like, what about Jacques? Do you think they could kill Jacques that borderline off-screeny?
No, I think what's going to happen is that, like, in the next episode that we see them, they're going to have either Jacques or Robin, probably Robin, considering what we saw, are going to be horrifically injured, and Crow is going to have to work with the other person to bring them to safety.
No. I think they're gonna have like a big anime band-aid on like their forehead, and then one of those anime bumps, you know, with the bump on top of the
like
bump.
the little like circle fucking sphere thing. It's K-On!
Yeah.
I was like, when I first saw that, I'm like, what the hell is that? She grew like a dumpling out of her head or something.
Yeah.
No, but as far as what I think about that, I don't think they're gonna kill any of them. They're gonna be wounded and they're gonna be out of commission. They can't do shit. What I wish would happen was and not for anything, but just because it would make it interesting. I wish they would kill Robin because
And Crow's gonna be like,
what?
Another potential love interest in the fridge.
Yeah, all right, there you go. I mean, fucking, what is that? Continuity. So, yeah. Oh, that's what I wish. All right, 2 more.
Yeah, like if Robin died or something like that, like, or maybe like what Raymond said, Robin gets horrifically injured, and then Jacques is like the one who like mans up and like deals with it, and Crow is just like sitting there moping like, this is all my fault. And then Jacques is over there like actually like helping. And then they try to like redeem Jacques that way.
You've heard of pulled pork. Now get ready for pressed Robin.
In a world.
Your movie trailer voice
This
is so
summer.
good.
Thank you. I try very very hard with it.
One man
also do
versus
solid
the world to find himself and his daughter.
Do you think love can bloom on a battlefield?
Guns. Lots of guns.
Starring Adam Sandler.
In click.
Starring
PG-13.
Adam Sandler.
Okay, all right, okay. I said three more. You're down to 2. Someone pick a question, please. Let's see. Just pick the next one here.
I'm trying to find one.
While you're getting at the question, do you think do you think we could get away with uploading a movie reaction to YouTube of a movie that came out like 2 days ago?
With
What
the
came
timer?
out?
Yeah, we'd have to cut it.
With the
We'd have to
timer?
cut
I
it
mean,
up real nasty. Like,
Did
'Cause
you see
I do
that
have a
my
link to Willy's Wonderland.
Oh,
I wonder what's in that one.
I did a full analysis breakdown of Artemis Fowl.
Guys, what does that have to do with
Within a
Rwby
month.
right now? I have to
Pick
go.
a question.
Fucking question.
Hurry up. Okay, hurry
The
up.
roof's fucking collapsing, man.
How are your day, fellow Rubiers? Rubers.
No, go ahead.
Never
Pike.
call us Rubers again. My
We
day
have
is now
fucking
terrible because
questions.
you called me a Ruber.
What's Perfect Willie or whatever? what movie is that?
Wet Willie.
Perfect Willie or what? I don't know, something Willie.
No, I was talking about Willy's Wonderland, the Five Nights at Freddy's Nick Cage movie.
What?
Nicolas
what?
Cage.
Oh, I have heard about
What
that.
did
I
you
have no
just
idea
say?
what it's like.
Oh,
It's basically like evil animatronics attacking.
Yeah, no,
Nicolas
it's
Cage.
just Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, it was probably a reject script for Five Nights at Freddy's that someone picked up, and they like turned it into a whole thing, and they got Nick Cage to be the main character.
Dude.
Well,
And it's out right now. It's great.
All right. That sounds way more interesting than whatever the fuck we were talking about a second ago.
Sorry.
Here's the
Batman,
question.
find your
What is
question.
Oscar's semblance anyway?
What is Oscar's semblance? Being forgettable.
Who?
Oscar. Yes.
Wow.
You see, the
Comedy
problem is,
has
like,
peaked.
actually, I wasn't sure if you were being serious or not. That's how convinced I was of your performance.
If he's not played by Nick Cage, I don't want to hear it.
dude, I wonder what Oscar's family is like. What the fuck happens?
Yeah.
Like,
why do we
the
have an
world is
extra
ending.
room?
Oscar, come down for dinner. And then she goes upstairs. She's like, what the fuck? Did he get like snatched, man, out in the wild?
Do you think Salem's plan is to destroy the world or just bring the gods back so she can destroy them or something else entirely? I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious what Salem's ultimate endgame really is because we.
Wait, I thought we already knew that.
Yeah, I mean, like, Salem's whole goal is, like, she's just being fucking whiny in general. Yang was really right about what she said to her. It's like, because you didn't have a fairy tale ending. And Salem's like, listen, bitch, I actually don't have a rebuttal for that.
Like, I could have sworn the gods.
I can't die. I'm the left me. Holy shit.
I see Salem standing there and I just hear Mediocrity's voice. So here's the thing.
Like, Salem's
And she just
endgame
punches
is
someone
to
in the
die.
face.
She got cockblocked hard. Like, she had children, and then, like, she's like, I can't die now, and I'm not going to ever be with Ozma, even though I hate him, and I want to destroy the world. And then everyone's like, cool, we'll help you.
It's pretty much a case of I want to die, and I only want to die on my terms. Like, I'm not gonna let some silver-eyed cunt destroy me. I'm only going to die when I get to confirm mutual destruction for every single bit of life.
What I want to happen.
I'm gonna actually you for a second because Eddie said that even though that was written into the guidebook, that's not actually true.
I want the gods to come back and like passing their judgment on the world, and they see that they're like good people. They see like there are good people in the world, and like, this world's pretty radical. But you, what have you been doing, man? And
we made cat people?
Dude,
this is amazing.
Again,
they take one look at Callie and just be like, dude, all right, we ain't touching this.
Whoa!
No, that's honestly what I think is going to happen. The gods
Evolution
come back
nailed
and be
it.
like, what the fuck?
Whoa, honestly, we had our doubts, but you made cat people. That's pretty terrific.
Oh my god, wait. Oh god, loophole. Did they say they would come back and destroy all of humanity or everything on the planet? Because it was all of humanity, because
the faunus just chilling.
They literally would just wipe out everyone but the faunus.
The third god comes down and it's Elon Musk and he's like, I have made cat girls. And then the other two gods just dissolve.
I mean, it would be a good way to, I guess, get their whole vengeance on the quote unquote racism. So hey,
and the cat girls shall inherit the
gods don't care about racism. They invented it.
Plus, Elon was in a PewDiePie video, so I'm pretty sure Rooster Teeth can get him for the series finale of Rwby.
Dude, Elon is such a cool dude. I freaking love him.
Guys,
aside from that one time, he never mind. I'm not gonna.
Good. No, I'm trying to go. Thank you, guys. On that note, on a laugh track there, that last part. Thank you so much for watching, yes. I'm not sure exactly what day. Like, it was consistently like on the Fridays, but To be honest, like I don't know when things are gonna happen now, and I'm it's a whole thing with my medication, and I don't need to get to. But so I'm sorry that it's like I don't have a set schedule, but as soon as we know, you'll know. You know. Gotcha.
In a world, every Friday, over on my channel, Celtic
Oh, yes,
Phoenix
yes.
Productions, I stream with Molly Rhymemaster, doing all sorts of fun things, like reviewing writing, doing writing ourselves, talking about other miscellaneous stuff, and this particular week, we're playing Ace Attorney, Rise from the Ashes.
Dun, dun,
Be there,
dun.
or be potato.
Montage. Okay, guys, we'll see you next week. And don't forget to subscribe to not just here, because you people, no, not you people. I don't get it. People like watch it, but they don't subscribe. I'm pretty cool, I think. I mean, so are these guys. Same happens to you guys, right? How many people watch that are not subscribers? Like a lot, right? Subscribe, yo.
It's like more than 2/3.
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, tell your friend to subscribe. Tell them.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
In a world
Where I press